Hello, welcome to Comic Book Curious. Please state your name and your occupation.
My name is Ryan Duncan, and I'm an actor.
All right, Ryan Duncan, you're many things, and as well, you're a very multifaceted human being. Who is your favorite superhero and why?
I'm going to go really simple and old school, and I'm going to say Superman, because Superman, and I'm not obsessed with superheroes, right? But
Right.
Superman always seemed so kind and empathetic. And so he was a kind of person that was like, you could like squish the earth, but you won't. You want to take care of it. I just always, even as a kid, was like, I bet you'd be really nice to me. and you'd like be my friend, but we could fly together.
I have never heard that answer before. That's a great one. That's a great answer.
He's so good. He is empathetic.
Yeah, I love it.
That's his power.
Okay, so if you could have one superhero power, what would it be?
To kill instantly. No, I'm just kidding. I would say telekinesis. I know flying is probably popular, but I feel like with telekinesis, I could kind of hover, but I'd like to move things with my mind.
Absolutely. I cheat and I'm like, Jean Grey. They're like, that's cheating. That's too many powers.
That's everything. Right. I like that kid from, what was the movie? Yeah, the kid who could basically wish anything to happen from Twilight Zone or whatever. I'm like, come on.
Yeah. Did you see Deadpool 2?
Yes.
How she was, her superpower was luck. She was a good fighter, but
yeah,
she's lucky. And I just thought that was so cool.
Which is actually an interesting superpower, because then nothing can really go wrong. Just when something's going to go wrong, just when they're like, it's a tumor, it's not. It was a lotto card that was pressing against in your pocket, and it's a winner.
That's exactly.
Pressing against your side.
I love those movies. So, can you do anything quirky? Any eyebrow movements? Anything fun? What can you do?
I can, and it's very loud. You want to hear it?
Yeah. Jurassic Park?
It's a snort of terror, and it's kind of like, I guess, my X-Man power.
Ooh, great. Okay. Who would win in a battle, Marvel or DC?
I think DC, because it's like the Super Friends. Both sides have an array of talents and powers, but Marvel's, though I do enjoy them, are a little more quirky and thoughtful. And by the time you're getting into that, a super friend has pulled you out of the sky and squished you. So.
Great answer. I've heard it said before, but not that eloquently. Well done.
Oh, cool.
What is your passion?
My passion is cultures and language and the history thereof. Who people are, why they are, what they speak, cultural backgrounds, that kind of thing. It's always been a passion of mine.
Man, I wish everybody had that passion.
And chicken wings. Baking a chicken, really. I'll bake a chicken every week.
Do you do like the different sauces or just one per?
I can make my own barbecue. I can make a marinade my grandmother used to do. I dry rub. Yeah, I just make them all different ways. Yeah.
Okay.
I bought a seasoning from the store called ketchup seasoning.
How was it?
It's good. I mean, it looks and tastes just like ketchup, so I have to use it in just a specific kind of way. But
wow.
Yeah, how weird is that? Yeah.
That's pretty cool. So who is an everyday superhero that you know, like personally, and who is a superhero that you admire on this planet that actually is living?
So an everyday superhero, I will say my friend Meg O'Brien, who grew up in Dorchester, Massachusetts. Do you know Meg?
Yeah.
Meg. And I say Meg because she had the luck of being brought up by two parents who one was, her mom was in the first Peace Corps, and her dad, I think, took her to an anti-nuke rally when she was 3. So they impressed upon her service. She started a school in Africa for girls. Every job she's had is a nonprofit in the nonprofit sector, and she's an amazing fundraiser. And I'm sure some headhunter from the finance sector could grab her and be like, you're going to make us more money. But she raises money to eradicate poverty, to help with literacy, to help with food insecurity. And she's always doing that. As a matter of fact, she and her parents will even just like buy a kid a phone when she worked in a school, or help a friend who's not doing so well. So she's so generous and just is in constant service of others.
Meg O'Brien, shout out to her, and A-Step. What a great
A-Step, yeah.
Yeah, they're amazing over there.
We volunteered together there, yeah.
Yeah, she's a good one. I forgot that you guys were best friends when we met. That's fantastic.
Very close.
All right. Speed round. You ready?
All right.
Batman or Iron Man?
Iron Man.
Sweet or salty?
Salty.
Favorite meal?
Lobster.
Favorite 5 songs in different genres, whatever.
Okay, I saw your little categories and I had to think about this for a second. So a love song, what comes to mind first is Set the Night to Music by
Ooh.
Roberta Flack.
Oh.
It would be like a great 90s candles lit love-making video. Wake up song, I think Will Smith's Summertime.
Yes.
Because that's the one you want to wake up to and be like, I got to go to the local pool and see all my friends. So I'm stuck in that time period anyway. A sad song. So If I Can't Make You Love Me by Bonnie Raitt. But my first inclination was that song, Dear Mr. Jesus, that used to play in the 80s at Christmas about a kid who's so abused that she dies. Dear Mr. Jesus, I don't understand why they took her mom and dad away. It was, and then this like kind of Michael Bolton sounding guy comes in at the end. Look it up. It's kind of hilarious now.
Whoa.
Super depressing. Yeah.
Okay. Good answer.
So a song to psych me up.
Yeah.
Like a good, Andy Carl introduced me to this song, this Kurt Carr song in the Sanctuary years ago. When we were doing a show, we were doing Altar Boys together. And we would just get in the hallway and like, and it has 17 endings as a gospel song should. And it keeps modulating up and it will just bring you joy and give you life. Is that 5 songs? There was another part of that, like a go-to artist.
Go-to artist.
I think Billy Joel.
Yeah. Good answer. I want to interview Andy Carl. He's a big deal now, isn't he?
Kind of, yeah. He's always a big deal to me.
He's a Broadway guy, right?
Yeah, he's got a bunch of Tony nominations and
yeah.
He's the only other person I call Weasel besides Tracy. I don't know. I love the word weasel.
So that's the most endearing you can be.
Yeah, I'm like, and he calls me Weasel actually, but she doesn't. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she's awesome too. She's funny and talented.
Yeah.
All right. Ready? Continuing the speed round. Cyclops or Wolverine?
Wolverine.
Yeah. Introvert or extrovert?
I would say, and most people would say I'm an extrovert, but my core is really an introvert. My child is an introvert.
So you're an ambivert.
An ambivert, I'm a polyvert, which is probably why this pandemic and any isolation I do have didn't really bother me.
Yeah.
I thought I'd be like, jump. I do have to go out and do stuff, but yeah.
Yeah, I love it. All right. So super strong or super smart?
Super smart, because then like the Iron Man example, you can make yourself super strong.
Yep. Me too. Beach, mountains, or forest?
Beach.
Wonder Woman or Captain Marvel?
Wonder Woman.
Favorite writer?
So I have a few, but right now I've gone back to, it's funny, I just finished a David Sedaris book and I started another one. And I would say like Ta-Nehisi Coates, and I would definitely say Bill Bryson, but I'm back to reading Sedaris, which puts me in such a wonderful place because my whole New York life was reading every Sedaris book that came out.
Really?
So I'm everything from Holidays on Ice, Barrel Fever, all of that. And so now I'm back there and I love the way he writes and describes things.
So smart. I feel almost snobby listening to him on Audible. I'm like, oh my God, I get this humor. I'm so elitist.
His family is so funny. And when I write, I realized I thought about it. I was like, who is my writing voice sound like? I think it's him.
Oh, you are a smart mofo for sure. All right, top 3 movies. Last question.
E.T. That made me be an actor.
Wow.
I loved that movie. It was so special to me growing up that I have to put myself in the right mental state to watch it again on TV. I have to sit in it because I was so jealous. I didn't want to meet an alien or anything. I wanted to do that. I was like, whatever those kids are doing in Hollywood or whatever that is, making a movie. I thought California, I think that's where I thought California was so awesome from all the movies too.
Wow.
So E.T. was really significant. Clue. I will watch Clue. If Clue's on a TV at a bank, I'll be like, I think it's like, I want to comedically do something like that. Lots of characters that people have built so beautifully. I love it. And this is maybe a cheat because the Friday the 13th franchise.
Ooh, really?
I will always watch Friday the 13th.
What great answers.
Any of them.
Well, you know what? I'm surprised by your answers, and I'm not surprised by your answers because I consider you. First of all, what I am surprised with is I think this is the most charismatic interview I've ever done out of like 60 or 70. You really nailed it, and I'm going to start sending the questions ahead of time because it really makes a difference. You killed it.
Yeah, because I sat with the questions and immediately quick. I'm pretty quick that way, came up with answers, but I also knew like, well, there's something to this, and if someone's going to watch it, I don't want to be the person who's like, I guess, and regret like, oh, I said this. Because you know what's weird? Like they should be easy and quick to answer. What's the song you think of, which happened for the most part?
Great.
What's the song you think of when this happens? But sometimes our brains second guess ourselves, and the most obvious one that we love, we won't say.
Yeah.
Like one of the first songs I always think of is "I Want to Dance with Somebody" by Whitney Houston.
Oh yeah.
Because it came out when I was in middle school, and I just thought it was the coolest song. To this day, if it plays, and it's an odd song to dance to. It's got a weird beat, but I'm obsessed with it. I've always been obsessed with it. But I didn't say it because I was like, where do I put this? You know?
It's fantastic. Man, I'm so pleased to know you. I should reach out to Tracy and your buddy Carl. I haven't talked to Tracy in a while.
Yeah. She's around. Great. She's in LA doing a lot of stuff.
Oh, as always.
She's on a couple shows. So so she's like always taking COVID tests, sometimes twice in one day because each show has requested it.
Wow.
She has a recurring on 911 and oh God. She plays Octavia Spencer's sister in a show. I can't remember. I'm blanking.
Congratulations to her. Well, she's always busy. So
yeah, she is.
That's great.
She's a workaholic. She'll say yes to lots of things.
Thank you, Ryan, for Comic Book Curious.
My pleasure.